Good afternoon. I'm Tresford Charlie, a constitutional lawyer. The courts are closed today for security reasons. This is acceptable because the security wings protect our lives and our property. But does it mean that a person who had a deadline to file a document at court, including a petition to challenge the presidential elections of 13th August 2026, does it mean they lose out? No, they don't lose out. Whilst Article 103 of the Constitution provides that you petition the declared presidential winner within 7 days, which falls today if you count the working hours, the Constitutional Court rules, State Instrument number 37 of 2016, Order 3, provides for electronic filing or e-filing. So anybody with a petition can email it, info@judiciaryzambia.com, and any preliminary issue that may arise as to whether all the provisions of Order 3 were followed will be shut down, because Article 8 lists the values and principles of Zambia. Article 9 states that the Constitution should be interpreted to promote those values and principles. One of the values and principles is equity. Equity will prevail in the event of a conflict with the law. And any requirement that a person needed before e-filing, maybe a username or ID or e-signature, whatever, all those things will be dispensed with, and the soft copy of the petition will be accepted. The other principle and value of the Constitution is that it must be interpreted to promote constitutionalism, which means limiting government's power to act in an arbitrary manner, and also making government account for to its citizens. So the government that closed the court for security reasons, which we appreciate, can therefore not come back and say this soft copy cannot be accepted because of the provisions under Order 3. If the courts were not closed, those people would have obtained those provisions. They would have satisfied those provisions. So therefore, equity is not a sword, it's a shield. The other provision that requires the Constitution to be interpreted in is that the Constitution must be interpreted to promote democracy. The people have a right to petition the election of a president. And that right cannot be taken away. Okay? And whatever hiccups that may be there in e-filing have to be dispensed with, so that the right of the people to petition is promoted. If it means giving a petition an extra day, which they lost out, the Constitution will be interpreted in that manner, and an extra day will be given to file the hard copy in the event that the e-copy is not allowed. Also, the break we are in, which is called Michaelmas break, will not apply, because during Michaelmas you need leave of court or permission from a judge to file a new case. The mode of commencement for a petition is found in the Constitution. So a law that creates Michaelmas, whether it is practice direction, SI, or Act of Parliament, cannot override a constitutional provision. So no need for leaves to file a petition. Equally, during Michaelmas, the registry is closed at 12 hours. The counting of the days in the Constitution does not follow working days. So if a declaration was made at 02 on a Tuesday, 7 days will elapse at 02 the following Tuesday. Meaning a petitioner should be allowed to file even at midnight or at 01 on a Tuesday. Thank you.